We're showing
1984 against Melbourne, who'd lost 5 out of their last 6. But the last time these two teams met last year, the Demons won by 121 points. This was the situation at three-quarter time, with Melbourne clinging to a 3-point lead after they'd led by 13 points at half-time. We're going to pick it up early in the last quarter. There's been no addition to the score, and the commentators are Sandy Roberts, Peter McKenna and Don Scott.
Won by the Richmond big man. Down to Knights, who was pushed as he tried to get the hand pass. Broderick goes to ground. So too does Knights. Picked up by Free. Kick in towards centre field. Todd Viney waits there. Had it up for only a moment. Phoebe's hand pass goes astray. He was looking for Peter Rowe. There's some holding on going on there, however. And a questionable one is going to see Melbourne go forward through Peter Rowe. What did you think, Don?
Yes, I would have said play on.
So Peter Rowe brings it out with a low trajectory kick. Schwartz in front, has it thumped away. Here's Bond, but beautifully by Stephen Phoebe. Here's
He's hurt himself too, Peter.
He has hurt himself. Nick Daffy towards the half-forward line. Primke. Oh, beautiful kick by Primke. Todd Viney, in my opinion, the best man on the ground. He's done all the hard work for Melbourne, as we often see from this player. Sometimes his disposal lets him down. That's a better kick. Schwartz and Turner. Schwartz! Oh, he almost marked that with that wet ball. And diving attempt. It just slipped out at the split second. And Steve Phoebe's up and about. The Phoebe boys are pretty hard. Umpire throwing it up. Schwartz and Turner. Oh. Here's Charles. Can't get his boot to it. Taken by Broderick. Broderick to the centre of the ground. The race is on. Here's Daffy. Caught high. Graham Yates around the corner. Was it Lover? And he finds Grinter.
Now playing on the forward line. He was down in the back line, coming off the bench in the third quarter.
So Rodney Grinter.
Did you see whether he makes the distance? You see there the ball very slippery.
Rodney Grinter from 60 metres, a nice looking kick up towards the square. Up they go, it'll come over the back for sure. And Pike, a diving attempt to soccer it through, and he puts it through for a behind the Melbourne.
Oh, he's hurt himself too, Pike.
4 points the margin, Demons lead.
Just over 14 minutes remaining.
He pulled a muscle, Pike, because it didn't look like he got a knock on it.
Plenty of time for the Tigers if they're good enough. Turner's kick out is almost down towards centre wing. Lovett takes the hand pass. Kicks up towards half-forward. He wants his skipper line. Beat for this time by Gale. Good interception, however, by Grinter. Pushed inside 50. It's slippery and it's very hard.
See, one just gets the feeling that Melbourne wanted a little bit more than what Richmond do at this moment. They only played 7 minutes into the last quarter, but Melbourne certainly want this win.
Umpire electing to throw this one up. Turner,
good hit out,
belting it to the relative safety for the moment.
It was a smart hit out by Turner. There he is, had the job on Jakovic. Kept him reasonably quiet. Jakovic has gone off favouring the left shoulder.
9-8 plays 8-10. Pike in the back couldn't get a touch. Lovett from 52 metres, floating it back in towards full forward. Turner gets back there. He loses his footing and goes to the ground. He's got backup support, however. He thought of deliberate, didn't you, Pete?
No, you wouldn't play it, but he did.
Well, you obviously thought about it.
You wouldn't play it. He did. I think he thought about it. Yes, but I think the umpire did the right thing.
Throw in, left forward pocket. Melbourne in attack. Michael Gale it was, Free. First to it sensibly in these conditions, soccering it away towards Bond. He goes to ground. Look at Free go in to help his smaller teammate. And sock it away and over the line. But valuable meterage gained by Richmond.
And Free hurt himself after that heavy bump. He's not a big man, Free. There he is, wearing number 30. Another captain of Richmond wore that number, Francis Burke.
Todd Viney was there. Around the boundary line it comes Daffy. And it's locked in. Goals are going to be very, very difficult to come by. There's Wayne Campbell who kicked it around the boundary line. But it's right on centre wing. 4 points the margin. The Demons lead. Matthew Knights is Norrish trying to crash his way through. quick kick out of that pack comes down towards Lyon, and it's forced out of bounds. Well, there'll be hardly a goal scored in this quarter.
That's
I think
right.
it's pouring and a slippery ball. Well, it's not comfortable. I wouldn't say it's actually
well, in these conditions,
I'd rather
yes,
have
it is.
I'd rather have the lead, that's for sure. But here comes Knights. Breaks away. Hand pass to Rogers. Rogers, he ran too far. Oh, the umpires let him go. The kick in front of goal. He ran about 30 metres. Here's a chance for Brendan Gale. He's grabbed, but he didn't have it. Umpires thrown away the whistle. Here's Maxfield, loses the ball in the tackle. Now Naish onto the left foot. Chris Naish, and the mark taken in that last line of defence by Norris. How far did Rogers run, Don?
Oh, he ran too far, Peter.
Oh, dramatic times. Both sides bringing in the changes, Don.
Yeah, Jakovic is actually coming back on the ground, Sandy, and going off his Martin Pike.
Melbourne by 4 points.
Pike was playing at full forward, sorry.
In the Tigers' attacking zone, they've got the opportunity here again. Knight, short little pass. In towards half forward, but no mark taken. Rhodes gets a hurried kick.
Now
Straight back to Knight.
Favoured foot.
Long kick for goal. This for the lead for the Tigers. And they've got it.
Well, you can see Knights when he went onto that right foot had no idea. Really a player of his calibre should build up the other side of the body. Here's the first kick. Maybe it was a pass. But when he got onto the normal foot, which is his left foot, look at this sail through. He's let it go from just over the 50-metre line. Boy, what a goal. 2 points the difference.
Tiger fans roaring. Suddenly, with that goal, the ascendancy with Richmond. Stein still on the ground after the bounce in the middle. Tingay in trouble. Gives it across to Peter Rowe, who gets a hurried kick up towards half forward. And a strong mark taken by Gale, who came back into this lineup after overcoming hamstring problems. He kicks it towards Howard, who marks and plays on towards centre wing. Broderick, the left footer, usually very good at delivering the football, and that's no exception. Oh, the tide has turned. For the amount of rain we've had, there is a tide. Richardson goes long, in towards full forward. Can anyone take a mark? Who's going to do the roving? Will it be socked off the ground by Rogers? 1, 2, it! He's done it!
By 8 points. Oh, they will not throw in the towel, this Richmond side. Melbourne won't either. Todd Viney down towards the half-forward line. Michael Gale playing in front. Which side wants to win it most? Daffy, caught. Oh, Knights with class. Great play. Free, fumbles it. Sock it off the ground out towards the Melbourne members and over the line.
Well, it's a great game. This Melbourne really did want it in the first part of this last quarter, but that goal from Knights really did lift Richmond, and now they've got a sniff and they want to go on with it. Can Melbourne come back?
Steins. Chingay. Oh, Charles. Oh, he should have kicked it. Now he does. Off the side of the boot. A chance for Schwartz to fly. It's thumb clear. Oh, good play by the Demons. Knocked on by Schwartz. Diving on it is Grinter. And also...
Free kick surely to Phoebe.
Umpires called play on. Charles. Here's Bauer. It's a loose ball with Bauer. Under the left foot to the half-forward line. And the mark has been taken by David Neitz.
Steadies it down. Although his kick is somewhat wobbly across the face of goal. Now the pressure is on Melbourne. They need 2 goals to get back
free
into
kick.
game. No free kick goal.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Now it will. These conditions should suit him. Daffy to take it on centre wing. A drop punt high towards the 50, towards Gale. It passes him and it passes Nate. Flicked back towards Viney. He couldn't take it cleanly. Broderick could have got a push from Viney. Yates close to the boundary line. Naish is on all fours, but he's still going. And he copped one for his trouble too. But his kick, unfortunately for him, went out of bounds on the full. It'll be Lamprell to bring it back into play. From the back pocket. Towards Steins and Edwards. Steins got front spot, couldn't complete the mark. Away goes Norrie. A hurried left footer. It's high and it's wide. It could be out on the full. Doesn't matter from Richmond's point of view because Turner takes a good mark.
He was playing at full back, but Jakovic is on. Oh, it's Howard's at full back picking up Jakovic, so Turner could be at centre half back.
He kicks towards right half forward. But despite the attention from Gale, a strong mark taken by Lamprell. Spent a lot of the time today on the bench, but he kicks towards centre wing. Belted clear, waiting down his free. He pumps the Tigers to Richardson. Couldn't take the mark. Tigers looking for someone going past, picked up hurriedly by Lamprell. The kick goes towards Tingay. He couldn't take it. Free gets the hand pass wide to Gale. If it sits, he's in business. He gets a hurried kick. He pulls it back to full forward. And I think the second grab of that mark was taken over the line. And it's one behind. Oh, this is tight. It's not pretty, but it's exciting, Pete. Pete.
Just under 8 minutes, Andy, as we see Peter Road, experienced player, but Melbourne, well, they've got the job ahead of them now.
Oh, he was over the line when he let that go too.
9 points the margin. Steins is there. Todd Viney can't get his boot to it. Knocked out by Brendan Gale. Here's Bott, the former Carlton player. Brings it in a goal. Won't quite make the distance. And is forced over the line. Yet another behind of the Demons. 10 points the margin. Can Melbourne do anything? They've got to score 2 goals under difficult conditions. Terrific effort by Richmond because Melbourne were getting the ascendancy in the third term.
There's only 7 minutes left, Peter. About 7.5 minutes left. I think the job's in front of Melbourne. Really difficult. 10 points of difference.
Well, Stephen Phoebe for the half-back line. Steins taps it down. Todd Viney trying to get in a hand pass. He does so to Steins. Tate can't mark. Here's Broderick, loses it. This is Matthew Phoebe. They need a goal here. Into Jakovic. Jakovic can't mark. He needs backup support down there. There's no one there to help him out. And Turner will take it to the line. And Jakovic, he's not really very he's got problems with pace, Alan Jakovic. Turner again led him to the ball.
Exactly right.
Half forward, 45 metres from the Melbourne goal. Richmond battling hard. Richmond have been very, very disciplined. There's Tate getting it to Free. And Free around the boundary line. That is a beautiful kick. Gained about 45 metres and the throw-in on centre wing.
And their confidence is growing. You can see Bauer going across and congratulating and acknowledging the work of Free. And that goal from Matthew Knights is certainly the one that gave Richmond a lift. They've lifted now the Richmond side.
7 minutes remaining. Still anyone's game, but the odds are favouring the Tigers. Now at the bottom. Hurried kick by Bond. Was there a push? Yes, said the umpire. It's not against free and will be taken by Viney. Kick number 19 for Todd Viney. He's been sensational today. Tried his heart out. Good defensive work again by the Tigers. And over the line for another throw. Precious seconds tick away as far as Melbourne is concerned. They need 2 goals if they're to win this game. Love it at the bottom of the pack. So too was Edwards. So too Charles and Campbell. And another ball up. Not a big crowd here today, but they've seen a wonderful Dow struggle. Tinga. Right. Both had eyes for the ball.
Was that Free?
No, that's not a free kick.
No, was it for Tony Free? Yes, it was. Tony Free, hip and shoulder. He's a tough boy, isn't he?
His centre of gravity's low to the ground.
Thrown up once again. Steins, this time past Free. Tingay. Pushed towards the line. Brett Lovett goes with the football. Tony Free with him. And another throw. It's all time ticking away. We're down to 6 minutes. In the third quarter, it was the Melbourne chant. Now it's for the Tigers. Steins trying to do it at the back. Lamprell was an enthusiastic tackler, a little too enthusiastic. He's pushed him in the back.
It's Free.
Well, he's been a good player also, hasn't he?
23 possessions to Tony Free. Puts them down on the 50 once again. No one able to take a mark. Tingay stands his ground. It comes to Daffy. He flicks it high in towards full forward. And Gale just pushed his opponent straight into that. That was David Neitz. And he's got it in the back pocket. Kick number 12 for Neitz. Wants Steins, who's doing it from behind. Tingay was held. Take a free kick on half-back.
Well, if Melbourne can go down and get a goal, we'll have a tremendous game on our hands then. But at the moment, that Richmond defence has been very disciplined. And there's they are again, playing in front. Duncan Callaway, the Melbourne forward line has gone missing in this quarter. Fell away to centre wing. It's no Mark Daffy with a quick little kick. Here's Jimmy Steins. Tingay's battled his heart out towards the boundary line and over. Tingay's been an excellent player.
And at the moment, Pete, the Tigers looking very good to win for the first time, three in a row since 1986.
And Grinter's gone off and Sullivan's coming back on. Sullivan started on the half-forward line. There he is, number 4 for Melbourne.
So Charles is there. Tony Free dives on it. Geez, what a good choice! What a good choice of captain, Tony Free for Richmond.
Oh, the boy from Melbourne.
And the boy from Melbourne up near Swan Hill. If you blink, you're through that town.
A wonderful carrying up there. Dick Macon's a real stalwart of the Melbourne Football Club.
So centre wing. Paul Broderick under the left boot. A booming kick. That's the way to play it when it's tied, and Graham Yates takes a good mark. There's still time. Just under 4.5 minutes for Melbourne to score 2 goals.
Ooh.
Yates just asking Gale to remove himself from that position. And he kicks up towards half-forward. But look at the defensive fist of the Tigers. Knights leads in the race for the ball, and he'll sensibly soccer it off the ground. He's gained not only 25 metres, he's pushed it deeper into his attack.
That was Turner, Sandy, at centre-half back. He started at full-back and then went to centre-half back. Terrific punch. There he is, 41.
And he's given about 3 or 4 of those great punches in this term.
Steins, just the palm with the left hand, but Tingay runs into a brick wall. Lamprell comes in over the top. Bowers there also. And another bounce will take place. The ball will be thrown up. Rain is persistent for the bulk of the afternoon. Edwards and Steins. Steins wins it. Straight to Bauer. His kick is partly smothered. Steins tries again. So too did Daffy. Socket off the ground by Maxfield. Yates gives chase on him. Can't catch him. Peter Road tries to hook it round with the left foot. Can't do so. Gale's kick partly smothered. Comes to Nash. He's under tremendous pressure. Maxfield goes in to assist. And it's taken over for another throw-in. But it's deep in the Tigers' attacking zone. And we're down to just 3.5 minutes.
I don't think Melbourne can get up.
Neil Barb said before this game he just wanted his players to get back on the bike. The wheels hadn't fallen off the bike, the players had. I don't think they're back yet on it as yet, but we've still got time.
I'm trying to think that out. The wheels haven't fallen off, but the players have.
Forward pocket, it'll be curtains if Richmond score a goal here. There's Knights knocking it back. Tingay and Knights been 2 of the better players on the ground, but half forward, they don't look like scoring a goal, Melbourne. They've got a big forward line. You've got Lyon up there. They've got Neitz. I probably prefer a dry ground, Melbourne. Djakovic has been disappointing, so that Richmond defence, it used to be there's a free kick going on here to Edwards, but Richmond defence used to be their Achilles heel, is now developing into a really good tight unit. So Stuart Edwards way out at half forward. Oh, he brings it in short and he gives it to Bauer. So Nathan Bauer won't make the distance from there, I wouldn't think. Unless he got onto a long taunt. Certainly a drop punt wouldn't make the distance.
You get onto a taunt with one of these wet days, Peter, they just continue on forever, don't they? But that's a drop punt.
He slips as he kicks up towards the square. Up the way. The Richmond players swoop on it. Broderick. Here's Rogers, now free, loses the ball.
Oh, that ball's difficult.
Very difficult. Yates playing for the free kick and gets it. But they've only got 2 minutes. I think they're gone, Melbourne.
Broderick and Yates exchanging a few words. It's the Melbourne defender who kicks to the outer side. Steins unable to take the mark, but he won't give up trying. He could be caught.
I think he might have been penalised.
Well, he wasn't. But the question is being asked.
See, this will do wonders for the confidence of Richmond, Sandy.
Well, 3 in a row for the first time in 8 years. Will do wonders for any club. Maxwell sees it over the line. The Richmond chant is on again. Oh, they're loving this. Steins, a hurried kick. Time is Melbourne's enemy now.
Steins has done well, actually, since Deer's gone off the ball. Deer is actually sitting on the bench, and he went there halfway through the 3rd quarter.
Still inside Richmond's attacking zone. Broderick tried to get a left foot kick, but wasn't successful. Pushing through. Oh, but only as far as Daffy. Can the Duck cover himself in glory? No, he can't. It's out of bounds.
Melbourne really have not looked like scoring a goal, have they, this term?
And that have gone through for a point that would have really sealed Melbourne's fate, because it would have required 3 kicks to level the score.
Well, Melbourne have scored a point for the term, and, well, Richmond says a lot for the Richmond backline. As I mentioned a moment ago, Turner's been very good in this term with his big thumps out of defence. Here's Michael Gale too, running hard at the ball. Now a chance. Duffy from 50 metres. Nick Duffy. There it is, the sealer. Richmond at home.
Oh, the Duck has done it.
This match is part of the Foster's 19...
Good night.